What's going on, guys? Counting Gains back here again. I got a really interesting reaction today. So this one is called the San Patricios Battalion. So this is a battalion made up of Patricios, as in like Patricks, as in Irishmen. So this is a battalion made up of Irish people that wanted to die and serve Mexico. So I'm just going to read the description here. It says the Irishmen who died for Mexico, St. Patrick's Battalion, the San Patricios. That's fire. St. Patrick's Battalion. That's a cool name. A notable arm of the Mexican army during the Mexican-American War of 1846 to 1848. So this is when America was having a war with Mexico to push them back. That's why Texas was actually part of Mexico. So dubious about why they were fighting a Catholic country and fed up with the mistreatment of their Anglo-Protestant officers, hundreds of Irish, German and other immigrants deserted Taylor's army and joined forces with Mexico. Led by Captain John Riley of County Galway, they call themselves the St. Patrick's Battalion. What? Bro, shout out Galway, man. I'm obviously living in Galway as well. I'm from Galway, guys. That's insane. So led by Captain John Riley of County Galway, they call themselves the St. Patrick's Battalion, in Spanish the San Patricios. I studied Spanish for like 5-6 years, and fought their former comrades in the major campaigns of the war. Wow, that's crazy. So Irish and Mexico have a huge link. That's why in Mexico apparently they celebrate St. Patrick's Day huge over there, because they obviously have a super tight link with Ireland. The history of the San Patricios is a woeful tale of anger, bewildered, native or calculated young men from varied backgrounds who deserted for a myriad of reasons and paid a fearful price. The San Patricios, in the words of one Mexican general, said, deserved the highest praise because they fought with daring bravery. Irish people, you know, for those who don't know as well, make up most of the recipients of the Medal of Honor in the US Army. Google that, guys. They're all born in Ireland, man. So we're very brave, man, very tough soldiers. But eventually Mexico surrendered, ceding almost half its territory to the United States. Texas was only half of Mexico. So Mexico should be up to Texas, and around there, I think like a little bit of California as well. But actually they pushed them back into Mexico. Each San Patricio who deserted from the US side was interned after the war in Mexico and subsequently given an individual court-martial trial. That's not good. Kind of reminds me of the 1916 Rising, where a lot of our famous, people who helped form, the country, James Connolly, etc., they got executed up in Dublin by the British. Absolute bastards, man. So many of the Irish were set free, but some paid the ultimate price. Roughly half of the San Patricio defectors were executed by the US for desertion were Irish. So that's brutal, guys. So half the deserters were Irish. Damn, that's crazy. Let's see the song, guys. This is a song that Mexicans play, I think, in Mexico. I've never heard of this song anyway. This doesn't sound like a super traditional song in Ireland, but it is played in Ireland because someone said to me before this is played in Ireland. So this one should be fire, guys. Irish and Mexico have a huge link. I didn't know that. Let's hear it, guys. This is John C. Riley. Oh.
I'll have your ear only a while. I left my dear home in Ireland. It was death, starvation, or exile.
Damn. Death, starvation, or exile. That was around the time of the Black 47, guys. That was around the time of the blight, the potato blight, the famine in Ireland, where like 2 million people in Ireland died. Super, super sad, guys. Go back and watch stories on that. It will give you nightmares about how badly Irish people were treated. It was horrendous.
Got to America, it was my duty to go. Enter the army and slog across Texas to join in the war against Mexico.
Damn. So he was recruited by the US to fight the Mexicans. As an Irishman, he fled to the US like a lot of people did back in 1900s.
And it was there in the pueblos and hillsides that I saw the mistake I had made. Part of a conquering army with the morals of a bayonet blade. And there amidst all these poor dying Catholics, screaming children, the burning stench of it all, myself and 200 Irishmen decided to rise to the call. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied.
That's class. From Dublin City to San Diego. So San Diego is the south of California.
So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side.
That's fire.
We formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side.
Shout out Mexico. This reminds me of Red Dead Redemption or something. I love this. This is savage.
We marched neath the green flag of St. Patrick, emblazoned with Erin go bragh.
Oh, dude, they have the Irish flag in Mexico. What the, bro? My brain is just like, yo, this is fire.
With the harp and the shamrock, and
the harp and the shamrock.
Republica. Just 50 years after Wolftone, 5,000 miles away, the Yanks called us a legion of strangers, and they can talk as they may. But from Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. We fought them in Matamoros, while their volunteers were raping the nuns. In Monterrey and Cerro Gordo.
In Monterrey and Cerro Gordo, that's in Mexico, I'm pretty sure. They fought them.
We fought on as Ireland's sons. We were the red-headed fighters for freedom, amidst these brown-skinned women and men. Side by side we fought.
You're saying we were redhead, we were ginger, and we fought alongside with the dark-skinned people. This is great. This is, bro, what? This is absolutely crazy. I never knew that Ireland and Mexico had such a close link. Bro, who'd have thought that though? Come on.
Fought against tyranny, and I dare say we'd do it again. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied.
So this reminds me of basically the British taking over Ireland. You know, a lot of the Nazis actually helped the Irish push the British back, and you know, help form the state of Ireland. So the 6 counties up north and the 26 down south. Like, this reminds me of what that is. People see that people in Europe saw the atrocities that were happening to Irish people, so then they helped us out. The Irish people that lived in America obviously saw the atrocities that were happening in Mexico, and then they decided to switch sides because they were like, this is absolute BS, guys. We understand what it's like to be persecuted back home. We're going to help you guys out. Oh, this is class. Come on.
So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side.
Wow. Oh, this is the trial. This is John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly probably got executed after the desertion of helping out the rebels. Probably. That's what happened back then. Yeah, they're all getting hung here. That's brutal. That's sad, guys.
We fought them in 5 major battles. Churubusco was the last. Overwhelmed by the cannons from Boston, we fell after each mortar blast. Most of us died on that hillside in the service of the Mexican state. So far from our occupied homeland, we were heroes and victims of fate.
Did you hear that? He said so far from our occupied state. We were occupied by the British at this time, guys. We weren't free yet. So
occupied homeland, we were heroes and victims of fate. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied. So we formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We formed the St. Patrick Battalion, and we fought on the Mexican side.
That's brutal. They executed them all. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens when you fight a resistance. You run the risk of, you know, pretty much, if you're captured, getting killed. That's why you always leave a bullet for yourself, guys. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for the most part, they were legends, guys. They were absolute legends. Now, I love America as well. So it's funny that America has caused atrocities in the past, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not like saints in any regard. Here you can see they executed our beautiful Irish freedom fighters, but, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, when you go to war, man, you run that risk of getting caught, tortured to death. Like, crazy shit happens. So definitely pick your pick your fights wisely. I love you guys all, man. Ireland and Mexico have a tight link. That is fire, guys. I'd love to actually go to the areas that the St. Patricios Battalion, the St. Patrick's Battalion actually fought in Mexico. I will one day. I'm going to go traveling a lot. When this YouTube channel pops up, I'm going to go traveling a lot more, guys. I love you guys all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Shout out Ireland and Mexico, man. Man, to hell with the British and Americans. You know what I'm saying? But we love America nowadays, guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.